Oh, that's right. You killed Jojo. Right.
Yes. All right, we're ready.
Okay. Recapping on the events of last session, your little traveling group was on their way to Nightstone to find the Nightstone of the town surreptitiously missing. All the villagers seem to have disappeared. There's giant rocks everywhere, and you're currently fighting goblins and a couple of orcs. After successfully coaxing a female goblin out of her tiny safe space in the watchtower, you ended up slaughtering her one true love and killing her. Oh, not killing, but knocking out
Knocking her out.
Yes, she's
her and one
knocked
additional
out.
goblin. And that's where we'll pick it up. Take it away.
Well, clean up this mess.
I'm not quite sure what you expect me to do here.
That was just a general to everyone, not at
I'm not
you.
sure what you expect us to do here.
We had some type of plan, didn't we?
Not really, no. Our plan was to, if we see goblins, apparently attack them.
Well, fair assumption, honestly, if they're looting a town.
You have evidence that they have. Especially considering that on the female goblin, you pulled a silver locket with the word Summerhawk written on it.
To be fair,
And a picture of a halfling in it.
Yes.
we didn't see any goblin siege engines set up outside, did we?
Yeah, no, judging
Nope.
by the boulders, it could be that the goblins are simply foraging.
Foraging, scavenging, thieving, it's
scavenging.
all the same thing. Lowbrow filth.
I guess you should have some information.
Foraging and thieving are the same thing, you say.
Buildings here.
It's the difference between urban and natural environments. What is stealing but urban foraging?
This building right here has all the trappings of a barn. There is one entrance near Mateus that you can see.
Well, we've seen the town square. I see a door, or I
There
saw
is
a
another
road
entrance,
going
on the other
into,
side.
yeah. So,
The,
perhaps we should
this
go
looks
in.
like another farm. Let's see here.
I mean, it's right there. We can leave the goblins locked in a building, I guess. Let them sort it out.
Oh, did you search all the goblins?
I'd assume so.
Nah, we only
We
searched...
just ended combat, I believe.
Yeah.
That's true. We grabbed the necklace and that was it.
Well, this goblin is still moving. Not him, but like a sack he has is moving.
I'll go up to it and pick up the sack and
Centipedes.
The
open
sack
it.
will frantically cluck at you as a chicken flies out of the sack. If you look to your left, there seems to be chicken coops and several frantic-looking chickens running around using the gaps in the now destroyed fences to escape and look for corn or whatever it is chickens eat here.
If we collect all 6 of them, we get a bottle.
No, but if you attack them enough, they'll summon a swarm.
Well, not gonna
Anyways.
deal with chickens.
Why
I
do you
got
have
my
a-
potatoes, my turnips, and a pumpkin. I can make a pretty nice meal with that.
I think chickens are beneath me. I'm gonna walk into the barn.
Okie doke. As you walk
he
into
just
the
went in there.
barn, something will happen.
I get gored by a cow. I am
Happens is you
Halbers.
enter the barn.
dead. Wow, where did you take me?
Go to the right. Zoom out. Look to the
I
right.
see. This is important. It has its own map. Everyone, get in here. I see a boulder.
Yes.
Well,
a
there goes the
boulder.
fourth wall.
Are you entering, Marathi?
Yeah.
Zoom. Wait, I just highlighted you. Zoom. As you're transported to the magical barn dimension.
I'll go.
My God,
I'll
it's
just
full of
magical
barns.
There's
mystery
two
barn.
characters blocking the door. Okay, they've scooted up.
Damn loading
Okay.
screens.
Okay. Abandoning the unconscious goblins, you enter the barn.
Yep. Pretty much. Whee!
What
Think
you
there are
see
any cows
is-
in here still?
No, but there are you don't put cows in a barn. There are horses there, though. There are 5 of them.
So
Would that
isn't
be a
that
stable?
Well
questioning
played,
God.
Stone. It actually is a stable. Oh, I see. It says stable house, group 7A, barn.
Hmm. Well, maybe half of it's a barn and the other half's a stable. Anyways, I'm going to
Perhaps.
start looking into the stalls to make sure.
Well, here's a bit of a description for you. This
Sure.
barn has a dirt floor. 5 draft horses and 5 riding horses are confined to the wooden stalls that line the north and south walls. Hanging on the walls are bits, bridles, and leather saddles. 2 wooden ladders allow easy access to the hayloft area. And is that Marathi out there?
Yeah. I'm
As
out the
Marathi
problem.
clears the threshold and looks towards the ladders, an arrow flies at him.
Of course.
Don't know where.
Probably from above.
How ridiculous.
You're
However,
right, the boulder shot him.
This will be
Obviously-
taking that advantage as you are surprised.
Well, I'm gonna do this because it
A
seems
17
pertinent.
to hit
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 4 piercing damage.
Obviously, it came from the ground. You always heard
Let's
the saying,
time to
death
go
from
into
below.
initiatives.
Damn it, I
Aw,
was trying to roll it before you said it. Fuck. Are we doing this again?
Yes.
all rolls all
You're
the
probably
time.
gonna beat me.
Ha ha!
Am I inspired? Oh, we get our inspirations back, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. This is my first time on this side of the screen. I can't go back, man.
I'm going to keep the enemy roll a secret because you haven't discovered it yet.
Sure. Can I do some type of perception to see where the arrow seems to be coming from, or a
Yes.
deduction based on where it's sticking out of
That's
Marathi?
the first. As soon as the arrow hits, first off, is everybody's initiatives in the tracker?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, as soon as the arrow hits, everybody roll me a perception. Marathi, you can make yours with advantage because it hit you.
Oops.
Right.
I
7.
don't actually have advantage
12.
on that, so but
Natural
21.
20.
Okay, you guys have a pretty good idea using CSI and geometry that the
The telemetry
Uh,
data.
the arrow came from upstairs.
Enhance.
From Marathi's point of view, hasn't did he roll? Yeah, he has.
I rolled a
5.
12.
7.
You believe the arrow emanated from that rock over there?
With a
Hey,
12?
he has a 12.
Oh, you have 12. Okay,
You gave him
upstairs.
advantage.
That's true. Up in the loft, there is a hay bale in the loft. That's the only thing you see.
Damn, I wish I took a fire cantrip now.
Yeah.
Shal, you have the first turn.
Can I see the hay bale from here?
No, you are directly underneath it. You'll have
Oh.
to be at least where the boulder is to see.
Okay,
it.
so it's behind us.
Yeah. So
Ish.
if you
So
go up the
above us
ladder-
here.
yes, the hay bale is here.
Okay.
And where's the ladder?
The ladders
where there are
here.
2 ladders over where
Okay.
we are, north and south.
Move to here, and I'll double move up.
That brings you to here. The hay bale here. Yeah,
Okay.
just
Yeah, that's all I can really. Well, I'm gonna move so I don't like get pushed out or pushed down. Because how high up is the second story?
ladder.
I'd assume 5 to 10 feet, because stables don't get very tall.
Taller than that to have a hay bale. It's about 15 feet.
Oh, okay. That's fair. Although, that's a really, really bad place to keep hay, because that means every time you want it, you have to go up and down a ladder.
Sounds like you'd either have to do that or leave it on the ground where the horses might get to it. Maybe.
That's fair, I guess.
I guess they're in pens. I mean, you can ask the farmer with
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the hay
If he's
bale
alive.
This
logic
is-
here.
This is my character musing because he's a nobleman and thinks peasants are dumb.
Anyway, Creek's turn.
Yep.
Because that's all I got.
Creek, you're up.
All right. Go hut. 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 And that's 20.
You want to look at
And-
the hay bale?
I do want to look at the hay bale.
Okay, for simplicity's purpose, then that puts you here.
Good lord, they're disappearing around us,
So,
Marathi.
you know what? Let me put all of you on that grid so you all can kind of see what's going on.
Thank you.
We're there. Yeah.
Back, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Much better.
I'm gonna take a javelin. Can I get would I be able to throw a javelin into the hay bale from my position?
very weakly. If you can like chuck it as flat as you can, I would say make a roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you also don't see if there's anything in the hay bale.
15.
Which square are you targeting?
Question.
What
Hay bale covers 4 squares.
I'm targeting. I'm attempt. Can I attempt to throw through the hay bale?
I would imagine if you threw a javelin at a hay bale, logically it wouldn't stop as soon as it hits the hay.
Yeah,
The
especially
hay,
with the
the hay
upward
might
angle.
absorb a lot of the momentum, but
Tell me
fair enough.
your square.
I want to shoot here.
At the bottom right?
Bottom right, yeah.
Okay. Javelin flies into the hay bale. Doing that.
Hooray!
Roll me a perception.
Everyone or just him?
Just Creek.
14. I left the disadvantage on.
Yeah. Okay. You're a tiny squeak coming from the hay bale.
Is it
A squeak.
It is a goblin sounding?
It's a universal squeak.
I
Okay.
swear, Inlet, if you just hurt a child. Then again, why would a child shoot Maradi? Death sentence.
Have you seen Maradi? 1, he's a tiefling.
2, he's a jester.
Also, he should have taken 4 piercing damage.
I did.
Oh, that was your temp HP, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh yeah, we all have that, don't we?
weren't
Well,
you
no,
planning
you
on
No,
lost
setting,
yours,
no,
Creek.
you might have lost it already. I still had mine.
weren't you planning on setting fire to this if you had the ability to?
Well, anything else, Creek?
Nope.
Okay, Marathi.
Also, speaking of which, I gotta tone down my javelin count a little bit.
Question. Prestidigitation allows you to do a puff of wind. Would that puff of wind be strong enough to, like, how tight is this hay bale? Is it just like a pile of hay? Would it be able to move that hay away to reveal whatever's hiding within?
I hate you.
Isn't that just one of the best fishing for answers? Here's my answer. Why don't you try it and find out?
Okay, I was just seeing if maybe I knew based off of my knowledge of prestidigitation.
Yes, through all of your college workings, your dissertation on prestidigitation, the effect on hay. You know this.
Okay. I'll stay here because not many of us are up there, and I am a squishy boy. So I'll move over to the ladder, I guess, and end my turn.
Yep, Mateus.
How high up is the ladder? What I'm
15
wondering is
15 feet to get to the next stop.
5, 10, 25 then?
That's right.
Okay. I'll target the same square that Creek threw his javelin with my crossbow.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll under an 8. Well, I was right.
So you did.
And then
And
with my
your
last
crossbow
5
bolt.
feet of movement, I'm going to start going down the ladder.
Very well. So you're kind of like hanging on the ladder.
Yeah, so out of sight of the
Yeah.
upper level.
Okay. Well, an arrow will fly out of the hay bale, aimed at Creek.
Oh.
Well,
I saw
to hit-
light cross. 12 will miss. Yes, it'll miss. I have 13 AC.
Okay. And because you're all looking at the hay bale, you can now see pretty closely where exactly this little bugger is.
What can we see? What the bugger is? Okay.
Well, he said bugger. It must be a bugbear.
Indeed. And I'm going to remove the hay bale now.
Thank you.
So I get back to the layers. Nope. Yep.
Yeah, most of it. There you go.
There you go. And now we're back
Clearly,
at the top.
in his panic at having a javelin and crossbow thrown at him, he
Oh,
ate
wow.
all the
11
hay.
to hit.
Creek, you will know it's Tradigan Goblin. Good thing it didn't use prestidigitation, or my hay would have disappeared.
Krieg chuckles. Chuckles a sensible chuckle.
11
Nothing
on this.
about you.
I'll make
sensible.
sure not to try and do anything creative, I guess.
You can do things creative, you just can't fish for answers. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up to here.
Like, if you
Yeah,
phrase it
it's
as like,
fine, it's fine.
I want to make a wind that'll blow it away. Like, it's a warding wind. I know it's strong enough. Like, I can't argue against that. Prestidigitation is a little
A puff of wind. I don't like. I'm not the one that wrote it, so I don't know what a puff of wind entails. If I was a person that knows how to cast the spell, I'd know what the puff of wind entails. That's
I would imagine a puff of wind. See, you could ask that. A puff of wind would probably be like a light, gentle, like brush, as if you were smoking a pipe and blew it at somebody.
okay then. Now I know.
There we are. Also, do you guys see that there's a window that's giving you light into the nether realm?
Yes.
Yes.
Why,
Yeah.
why did they add a window?
Because there's a
Window
window in
to
the
jump out
loft.
Fair enough. Creek.
Is that metagaming on what the goblin's about to do, Maradi?
So I forget the access upstairs. Are there
There's
ladders?
two ladders, one north and one south. I'm currently hanging on to the south one unless you want to
Marati is
crawl
next
over
on
me.
the
ladder.
north one.
Yeah, the only one you can get up
Okay.
is the north one, or else you have to push Mateus.
I swear to God, if I get dropped down another ladder, I'm going to slit all your throats in the night.
From where you are, it's a 10-foot fall.
I mean, I'll command Marati too.
Would he also
Yeah.
slit his own throat?
Depends on how loyal he is.
Marati's a pretty reliable Ifrit, right? Or not Ifrit, Tiefling.
Tiefling.
I'm not a very reliable Ifrit because I'm not an Ifrit.
You're already in disguise.
All right. So what I'm gonna do. All right. Hand axes are not throwable, right?
They are.
Adorable.
Okay. In that case, I'm
You're the
gonna,
one who
I'm
bought
gonna try. I'm gonna go ahead and try throwing a hand axe at this here goblin.
Okay.
At disadvantage again.
No, you know where it is now.
So I believe that's just it's just strength. So 17
That'll hit the goblin.
Got thunk.
and bonk.
Well, the hand axe
Good hit.
buries itself in the goblin's shoulder. It screeches in pain, but it's still standing.
All right, that's my turn.
Rati?
Okay. I'll go ahead and fire an arrow at it.
From where you are, you may need to go 5 feet.
1 foot stack or
Yeah.
back. Yeah. Or
Yeah, that one more
that.
down I think should be enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be good.
Okay.
That gives you a clear line.
Cool. The 7's gonna miss. Ain't
Not a
it?
Your
clear
arrow-
enough one, I guess.
Your arrow will hit the side of the siding of the loft. Goblin saw its life flash before its eyes.
Well, it might still do that.
Mateus.
This is going to work someday.
You gonna joy
5,
buzzer
10,
him?
15. No, I'm going to spray him down with poison.
Okie doke. Con save.
Yes.
2 to save.
He takes 3 poison damage.
With a fatal gurgle, he will topple down from the. Oh god, he's elongating. He will grow with the
That
poison.
wasn't poison. That
Is-
was growth
Warp, warp,
serum.
warp.
Is he Assassin's Creeding where he kind of loses physics?
He falls on this convenient hay bale. Yes, he will die.
Isn't that where the boulder is?
Exactly. That's why
Yeah,
he dies.
he's gonna fall on top of the boulder and just kind of gurgle for a bit.
He has quite
He's
a
only
strong
knocked unconscious,
spine.
and then he snapped his neck.
Anyways, is there anything of interest besides a goblin?
On. First.
Also, speaking of which,
Gain 17.5 XP for that.
17.5.
Woohoo!
Sorry,
12.5?
12.5.
Damn it, why did I talk?
Yeah, why did you?
It's 62.
Curse my-
Oh, sorry.
Desire to always be right about things.
3, 1,
262.
2.5.
I have 212.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, no,
262
no,
because of
yeah,
the last fight.
Okay.
We were at 250 last I checked.
Yep.
Okay. Must have
So
that.
250
Okay.
plus 12, 262.
Yes, the goblin does have something on it if you want to go and pick that out from the weird
I
poison
pick
spray
it out.
it's covered in. There is a
Luckily.
coin pouch.
Cha-ching!
Holds a single copper piece.
Yes!
I take it from Creek's hand and throw it to where the cat is.
Nearby where they try to make a silver
No,
out of it or
you-
something. Well, there is also a sack.
Oh boy.
I'll open the sack.
Okay, inside the sack, there is a wooden box engraved with a symbol. There is a description. Let me see.
You think the name of
I
the
have to
box is another
compare that.
sack?
I was gonna say, if there's like a metal sphere in there, like a puzzle sphere, I'm just gonna
Is
toss the whole thing in the garbage.
The symbol is of a circular blue shield emblazoned with a stylized golden lion. Somebody give me
I do a history?
or yeah, just give me history.
9.
13.
Okay,
12.
Shall, in your travels, also Creek as well, you realize that this is the symbol of the Lion Shield Coster, which is a trading company.
Interesting. Why would a
There's
goblin
something
have that?
in the box.
What's in the box?
You open
Your
the
wife's
box.
head.
There are
I'm not happy about this.
You look like the soap
10
that's never happy about
silvered
anything.
darts.
Interesting.
Can
we split
examine
those?
closer?
Each take some if you'd like. Split them equally.
Well,
Silver
I mean,
darts?
Yeah,
Yep.
silver. I'm proficient
So-
in darts.
Yeah, a dart is a weapon, a throwing
It's a
weapon.
D4 throwing weapon, but having a silver weapon this early on could be quite useful. You never
In
know.
Yep.
case you come across any undead
Or a werewolf.
mittens or yeah. Yes.
Can we use darts as a melee weapon so we don't use them up if we fight a werewolf?
I'd imagine. Well, you'd still use strength, wouldn't you? You'd just
I
have to
think
get
it'd
in
be
melee
dex.
range.
Oh, thrown weapons are strange. Are they actually
Yeah.
strength, or can you use dex with
You
them?
can use that. You can use
they are
either
s-
strength or dex for thrown weapons.
Okay.
Hold on. Are they versatile or finesse? Yeah, they're finesse.
Okay, so you
can
have
use
to
either.
use.
No, no, they're either.
Oh, I thought finesse was you had to. Oh no,
Finesse
versatile
is-
is two-handing. That's right.
Yeah, versatile two-handing finesses. You can use either strength or dex, whichever's higher.
Okay, excellent. How many? Does anyone mind if I get like 5 of those?
Sure.
Yeah, I got
How
one,
many
but I'll
are
gra- I'll
them
grab
overall?
one just
There
in
were
case.
10.
There's 10.
Okay. I'll take 2.
All right, I guess that leaves how many? 3? Yeah, I'll take the 3.
I'd also like to have a silver thing.
I thought you said you had 1.
That
Oh
makes
no,
11.
yeah, no, that was, yeah, that was not accounting for the one I took. So that means you have 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll just take you outside. You're outside now.
Thank you.
2 unconscious goblins are still on the road. Flies have started to gather around them.
Wait,
Hmm.
that would imply they're dead.
No, flies go around meat.
Flies gather.
Yeah,
And they don't.
they have stood
don't,
still.
They
Flies
don't
will go
judge,
there.
which is
Also-
really an amicable trait.
They also don't smell very great. Also, that bell is starting to really get on your nerves.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, maybe we should do
Eh.
something about that. Where's it coming from in town?
Oh, I see. The bell, the sound is coming. Can you zoom out for a little bit?
Certainly.
Do you like, you see where the drawbridge is?
Yes. Is it? Oh, is it from the tower? Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
the
right
one
now.
that we
This
walked
building.
past after the.
You see that there's like a little square
Yes,
on
to
that
the
building?
north, right?
I think that's the bell tower.
Okay. From where we are, can we see anyone actually pulling the bell from the tower, or?
See the bell moving, but the bell itself is attached to a rope that probably goes all the way down.
Okay. To be fair, we didn't go into that house because warg attack. So
Yes.
for
Yeah,
now,
we
let's go
kinda
inspect
forgot.
that.
You also haven't gone to this one either.
Yes.
Right.
And then there's the farms, but the boulder obviously destroyed it, so there's nothing
Yes.
really of note there.
So let's go to the bell house. That seems
Yeah, okay.
important. And
Okay,
also,
I can give you a description
annoying.
of that area.
Who
Not
knows what
any
we may
ordinary
find.
house. It is a wooden temple. And anybody have religion?
I
Well,
think so.
you don't need it, but
Yeah, you don't need to be trained in it, but I have it.
But am I good at this?
0.
Ooh.
13.
I've
You think 12
calculated.
is where God lives.
I've calculated your
Gods of
knowledge.
religion.
Oh,
Yes,
7.
this temple, though, is dedicated to Lathander, god of the dawn, and Miyakiki, goddess of forests.
Okay, I can
My
live with
computer
that.
is now exploding. 1 second
Ooh.
for it to survive.
You clearly mispronounced it.
Yeah.
And now you're getting smoked.
Green is
By
having
the
a
god of
small
the forest?
seizure.
Or goddess of the forest?
This doesn't debate for another 10 seconds or so. I'll just restart it. Drive me back a little bit.
You know, I realize something very off with our formation. Actually, how much HP do you have right now, Creek?
I'll be right back.
21.
How in the?
+1 con. D12.
You're not level 2 yet.
Oh, right. Well, in that case, 13.
God. I'll still take point because I think I have more AC than you and 1 less HP. but I do it under
what is your
protest.
AC?
15.
Okay, yeah, you do have more than me.
Thank you, mage armor.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty. Is that just castable on yourself or anybody?
I think
Just
it's on
himself.
anyone. It's on anyone. Anyone I
I'm
touch.
pretty sure it's self. I could be wrong. I could be mixing it up with a different mage armor.
And I'm back.
Touch a willing creature who isn't wearing armor. AC becomes 13 plus dex.
All right, there you go.
Hey,
And
that
then
But sounds
if-
like that'd be terrible for a barbarian who should be getting plus con to their AC.
This temple. It has a slender steeple, containing a large bronze bell, stained glass windows depicting images of birth, the dawning sun, trees, and unicorns.
How lewd. They just have birth scenes.
Front door is wide open.
And I can see inside, can't I?
Yeah, let's see how well that goes when I do that. What do you see?
I see the roof.
Wow, impressive.
Yes. I can see around corners.
To the north of you is a graveyard.
It's almost as popular as the graveyard.
And the rocks with the faces of the gods on them. That's what they were doing here.
Would you like to see inside?
Yes.
Not anymore.
What I can do is maybe.
Yeah, if you just
Here,
put us like at the
and,
very
yeah, we're
entrance,
back
yeah,
to the
that
right
works.
Mm.
Okay, so
Take away
I can see a
this.
We're in
stairway
the
up.
void.
You can see inside, can't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna step in.
That's kind of what you see.
Well,
Oh,
there's lots
shut
of
the hell up
windows.
with that ringing.
Well, there's lots of windows, a stairway up, and a door in the back, which appears to be open, judging by the
Hold
lighting.
on. Sunlight pours into this high vaulted chamber through 4 stained glass windows set into the north and south walls. Beneath the windows are plain wooden benches for the elderly or infirm to sit on. The room is mostly empty otherwise. Standing
So-
against the back wall is a wooden pulpit with steps leading up to it. The floor of the temple is composed of dirt.
Okay, so it's not a ladder. This is where I go to give an inspiring speech.
Of course.
Well, come in, everyone.
So you're on the pulpit.
I'm gonna move over to here.
As soon as you enter the church, the ringing in the bell tower stops.
Finally.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of cautiously at this point go to the back door, which is that open or not? Because I'm
That
seeing
door is
through
clo-
it.
That door is it's half open.
Half open.
The
okay.
door is ajar.
I'm going to knock at it and say, hello? Is anyone here who stopped ringing when they heard us enter? Also, hello. It's good to see you
Well,
again.
as you say that, 2 figures are going to make a beeline towards the open door. Because you're surprised you have yet to react, you cannot make opportunity attacks as they run.
Okay. Oh, son of a... It was a goblin game.
Yes.
Do we recognize them as goblins?
They're definitely goblins. They'll make it... Go back to the object layer.
Wait a minute. 12.5 per goblin.
Make it there.
3 more of them and we level. Kill them.
Get them!
4 more and we get an ice cream.
They're there. We'll go into initiatives.
Sure. This is it, boys. You gotta roll well.
10.
Damn it.
5.
3.
Why do you never listen to me?
Are they going first?
Probably.
Yep.
Luckily, at this point, we're not surprised, so Creek might be able to stop one.
That's true.
Do I
One
have,
of-
oh no.
One of them,
do I-
the one
Okay.
that's not in any of your
Thanks for
ranges, is
stopping
gonna
by.
start
It's always
running.
good to
Let me
see you.
how far he can get.
Also, for what it's worth, I have my great
Oh
sword out.
no. I assume we're all trapped. We've been shot at by goblins from ambush positions. If we don't have our weapons out, we're foolhardy.
Second one is going to use a bonus action to disengage,
That's what I thought. I didn't want to say anything, but
move away.
on the bright side, though, have we seen them do anything else with their bonus action?
Nope.
Okay. Well,
Can't double move after it took a bonus, I would imagine. So
No.
only get
You
that
can.
30 feet
Oh wait,
away.
yeah, you can.
You
have
absolutely
a
can.
move and
I'll
yeah.
get that way. Okay.
which way did
Uh,
they go out of the door?
Same way as
South
you
or
came
north?
in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you guys and put you on the roof of the church.
Sure.
Okay.
Quick, while we're on the roof, shoot them.
Don't move yet, because I had to drag There you go. There.
Oh dear.
Oh, we're all in the same spot.
Well, that works.
No?
Oh,
Is
we're not?
lighting
Oh,
preventing you?
I just
No,
didn't
light,
see
this is
anyone
perfect
else, okay.
actually,
You can see?
because we
Okay.
can't see out, which makes sense because we're inside,
Yeah.
not on the roof.
Yeah, but I think if we try to go out, we won't be able to.
Well, he'll just drag us out, and we'll say
Let's
we
see.
use
But
this
the
much
door,
movement.
the door is open, right? So
It
you can
is,
see
yeah.
them. Yeah, perfect. Hey, opening that door actually did something.
If you it's nice.
Well, Shal, it's balls in your court.
So I can move 20 feet to here.
Okay.
Then I'm
You
gonna
should
need
be
you
able to
to
go
move
out
me.
the open door.
You should be able to move out. Yeah.
Just go towards the
Nope.
light. Go
Oh,
down
there we
one.
go.
There, yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, this is
Alright.
kind of weird. I see him going around the corner, so I can't see him, but his nameplate's still there.
You know he's there. In
Yeah,
secret.
so I'm gonna take a shot at the top one.
Okay, go ahead.
19 to hit
19 will hit.
for
Excellent.
11 damage.
Nail him
Excellent.
in the back as he crumples into a pathetic little pile.
So he crumpled as he was getting shot, not afterwards.
Yes. He's got good reflexes. Mateus.
I guess I'll do the same thing, really. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Exit to there. And then take a shot at that last one, which I believe is still within the 80. Yep. A pow. Misfire.
You see that wagon? That's where your crossbow went. Yes,
Your
the
The
crossbow,
entire
not the
crossbow.
bolt. You, with inhuman strength, you throw your crossbow as hard as you can at the wagon.
Haha, that's gonna be you as soon as I get my crossbow back.
Have you ever
Creek.
considered trying out for football?
What is
All right.
this football you speak of?
That's
Common
what
as sport,
peasants
my
do.
lord. You need not concern yourself with it.
I'll move to
Oh,
here.
and
I believe that's
Creek
You'd,
will
you'd only
mention
be able
you
to
did
move to
not pick
here
up your
because there's
javelin from the
difficult
loft.
terrain.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I know,
moving through
because
me.
I assume I honestly assumed that one broke.
Tom, you'd only be able to move 5 feet behind you because
Moving
Oh,
through
difficult
allies
terrain.
is
I
difficult
missed my
terrain.
okay. Alright.
Rip.
But I still should have enough range to throw another javelin.
Go for it.
I think your range on javelins is a little less than us.
I think it's 30 feet.
Like 30, 120 or something.
Let's take
30,
a look.
90.
Javelin, 5e, 3120.
Okay, so you'll have
So you're
disadvantage at that point.
disadvantaged.
Aw. Okay. What about hand axes?
Probably
Probably
less.
that's well.
26
Probably
feet.
even less, yeah.
Javelins are specifically designed to be thrown well.
Hand axes
Fair enough.
are 2060, so,
So
yeah,
you'd
still be a
you
disadvantage.
could, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
did you ever
honestly, at that
retrieve your
point-
hand axe from that one goblin?
No.
You want to get that
I have
later.
I have another one though.
So you have one hand axe.
I'll throw in the javelin.
What kind of person doesn't
12.
care about?
Javelin falls just short, landing here. It looks recoverable, though.
Yay!
Rati.
Quick, Marathi, shoot the javelin.
So
The force
5,
will carry it into the goblin.
and then 10. I can't move into that square. 15 to get out.
Okay, that works.
And then I'll fire. Oh wait, let's see. So that's
You're
I
within,
moved
yep.
15. Okay, yeah, that's in range.
You
I'll
have
go ahead
line
and
of
fire.
sight, so you're fine.
Yeah, cool.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
For 10.
Well, an arrow flies right into the back of his skull, killing him instantly.
An excellent shot. I'm glad I set
Goblin.
you up.
He says with his dying words, "What did we ever do?" Congratulations. You've all earned 25 XP.
Yay!
Yes. That puts us at
87.
87.5. Yeah.
I'm going to take you back to the temple because I assume that's where you want to go.
I
Yeah.
recover my javelin.
Sure, go ahead.
Yes. Can I run back to the barn?
I'll give you a minute to go and get it.
Does
All
he
right.
have to actually move
No,
his
he
figure?
can get it, but it'll take a
Okay.
minute for him to get
That's
back.
fine.
So
Back to the
go
temple
like
for you.
This and go
Okay.
like that. Okay, cool. All right.
Well, now that the goblins have rushed out of that room, I'll step into the back room. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I see. Is that a cage?
No, that's okay. This back room contains a plain wooden bed. You assume that this is where the village priest or, acolyte would sleep. Mattress has been torn open and its straw pulled out. The floor is strewn with the contents of 2 wooden chests. There are priestly vestments and some worthless personal effects.
I'm gonna take out an axe and start heading up the stairs.
That's not a
Oh,
stairs.
that's a pulpit. You're now in the
Oh.
pulpit. You're now pontificating with an axe in your hand.
The correct
You
way
know.
to chop down a tree with
No.
a hand axe.
On the steep floor, there are 2 sacks.
Please don't be skulls.
I'll open a sack.
Okay, this sack has 3 blocks of incense, worth
Oh.
5 gold each.
Hmm.
A silver holy symbol. Anybody with religion?
I mean,
It's obviously either Mielkiki or Lythander.
Nope.
9.
I make a joke
You
instead.
think it's Debella, who is not even in this universe.
clearly, no. It's a holy symbol to Marathi.
No, it's obviously a holy symbol to what was his name? Shub Niggurath.
Oh, Shal, you actually know it's Mielkiki, the goddess of the forest. It's
I
shaped like
will-
a unicorn's head and worth
I'll take
25
that.
gold.
I believe in the forest, in nature.
There's
You
still
believe in the
power
I
forest.
rests
believe
in
in the
forest.
trees.
There's still one more sack.
Nah, the forest is a myth, man. Whenever you go out there, it's just a wide illusion spell using magic, illusion, and mirrors.
Are you saying you can't see the forest for the trees?
I open the sack.
There are 3 empty vials, but there is still a bit of liquid on the residue of each of them.
I'll attempt to like find out what it is. There's the taste testing
Sure.
stuff, right?
It tastes like water. Anybody with intelligence or wisdom?
I mean, it's holy water.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Was.
It was certainly once holy water. You must have surmised that
no.
the goblins tried to drink them.
Well, I mean, that's all well and fine. I'm just hoping they didn't try and unholy the holy water.
But there's something else. There is an unlocked wooden box. Turning it on its side, it says alms for the poor.
Nope, not
Mm,
touching that one.
I don't feel so good about that one. I'm
It
gonna hold
jiggles heavily
onto
with
it.
coins.
I'm gonna hold
Still
onto
not-
it, not opening it. I'm gonna put it in a pouch, and if I find this priest, I will leave it with him.
Okay.
Also,
Wise
is there like a rope
decision.
in here?
There is one rope that connects all the way to the top with the bell.
I am going to sever it at the roof.
There isn't exactly a description of how you can get to the roof, but I'm imagining there's a ladder somewhere. So
Wait, are you gonna?
Well,
I was really hoping.
Really,
you
I'm
would
just
climb
I'm
it,
just
climb
yelling
it,
at
and just
Creek
try
to
figure out
throw
how
his
the hell we get back
axes
down.
until he cuts it at like 6 feet high.
okay.
Really,
You get,
just
like,
so no one
90
else
feet of
can.
rope.
That's a really tall rope.
You're talking about a church steeple. I mean,
That's fair enough, I guess. I just assume every building is like 10 feet tall.
without intelligence, you may surmise that the rope replacement cost is probably more than the coins in the poor box. So you
They've
must...
got bigger problems, honestly.
Okay. Rope could actually be useful. That's true.
I mean,
Congratulations.
we need to get
Go for
across
the
that.
rope.
We need to get across that gap in the platform somehow. I figure we just throw Creek across with one side of the rope, have Marathi hold the other part.
Who do you expect to throw Creek
You're-
across?
Yeah,
He'll
I'm
he'll
not
throw
wondering
himself
how you're going
across. Clearly. Anyways, this building here looks kind of in-like. Everyone gather around.
Odd that you might say that, because there's
it's
an
the only thing we
ornate
haven't
wrought iron
found.
sign that says Nightstone Inn right on the front.
It's the only building we haven't found. We've even found the church and the requisite shithole farm.
Yeah. Okay, would you like
Only
to
thing
enter
we're
the
missing.
inn?
Oh wait, no, we found the graveyard.
Yeah,
The
it's
graveyard
got the
is there.
church.
You haven't actually visited the graveyard, but you saw it.
I mean, it looks like there's a mausoleum in there. I don't feel comfortable grave robbing, but
Would
goblins
you all like
might.
to go inside the inn?
Yes, I will open the door.
Oops. I just
How many
got one.
crossball bolts do I get hit with?
How many
None
halberds?
so far, but
Oh,
you'll all
no.
pile into the inn.
Not again.
Yeah, you're gonna be. Yeah, that's gonna come out a lot. Let's see here.
Oh no, I was talking about the halberds. It was a running thing. Whenever I made a caster at level 1, I'd somehow get crit with some type of poled weapon and die instantly.
Okay, well, this room is strewn with wreckage. A rock punched through the roof landed here, destroying a dining table and a pair of long benches. Remains of a bed and a wardrobe, all ideally or theoretically from the floor above, lie among the shattered dining room furnishings. 2 smaller round tables and several chairs remain intact, and resting atop each table is an unlit oil lamp. And with that, you can also hear some sounds to your
Does
north.
it sound like movement?
I'm
Let me make a
directed to
perception.
tell you it sounds like rummaging. Coming from that
12.
way.
Okay.
It sounds like rummaging. Something
Well.
humanoid, not very big.
I'm gonna take out an axe.
Okay, I was wrong the last couple of times, but I'm telling you guys, orcs.
23 on perception.
Definitely goblin sounds.
Well, prep your weapons, gentlemen.
Goblins. Goblins. Worried and
Oh,
goblin.
there's one other thing.
Goblins and
Lying on the
gnomes.
floor in the middle of the room is a dead goblin with a crossbow bolt sticking out of its chest.
Interesting. Someone else might be finding them here. Or the goblins came in here and the innkeeper survived and he was a former adventurer, but then he got overrun.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's no human corpses around
Somebody
here.
would like to make a medicine check on the
Ooh.
goblin's corpse. Cause of death is fairly
14.
obvious. Okay.
17. How long?
Wound is only minutes old. Blood is still fresh, and the goblin is still twitching, and the last pangs of rigor mortis, or the pangs of rigor mortis is just beginning. So this is a very fresh kill.
Well, I say we throw open this door with our weapons ready, and if there is a goblin, end it. And if not, figure out what happened here.
Maybe we should have me and Creek go first with our melee weapons.
Oh,
Works
fine.
for me.
Right. What would you like to do with the door?
Well, is it locked?
Caress it.
It's closed.
I test the door.
The doorknob will give.
This,
All right.
What does the door get on its standardized test?
2, 3, go.
And yeah,
The door opens. And
How did we miss that?
We
Giant boulder.
didn't go around the side.
That's true.
Because you did it gently enough, this goblin has yet to notice you. Still rummaging. Backs
We
to
don't
you.
see a goblin. At least I don't.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Chow? do you
Oh,
at least
now
see
I
it?
see it.
I
Okay,
see it.
Good. I was like, you have one round before it reacts.
I'm gonna throw an axe at it.
Go ahead.
You're
22 to
complicit
hit.
That'll
now.
certainly hit.
You're complicit
For
now.
6 damage.
Hey, see if you crit. You got advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
no.
Well,
So 6 damage.
Never do
Well,
what I
certainly-
tell you to.
And then I'll
Should,
also.
should we go to initiatives or?
Hang on. hang on, I
that
get
red is
surprised
its
too.
death sounds. It
Wait,
go
it
ahead.
dies.
I imagine you synchronize, so throw your axe or whatever.
Yeah, I'll throw a hand axe.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yours
There's a
doesn't.
crit.
You don't have advantage.
Oh, I thought it was a.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
I guess
thought
you
it
would
was-
have because it's surprise.
Surprise,
Ron
yeah,
does
that's
because
what
he's
I-
a hunter or a ranger, but yeah, it
Yeah.
would be surprise. Yeah, that'll take it down.
Hey, he might
fully
roll
done.
double ones and. You
It
know.
only had 1 HP.
Oh. Never mind.
That's worth
Good
12
run,
and a half
zeros.
XP. I think you've leveled up.
Yes, we
Yay!
have. Excellent
in fact, we're
job,
at exactly
guys.
300.
We all earned this.
I'm gonna go and pick up my axe.
This one had a sizable sack with it.
What is it
Also
with
open
you
up the
all
sack
and
while I'm there.
rummaging
Also
through their
grab the, I'll also
sacks?
grab the axe.
Okay. This sack, it has several muffins, a block of cheese, a cooked chicken, a frying pan, iron pot, a bullseye lantern, 2 flasks of oil, a set of cook's utensils, a jar of spices, another jar of spices. Does anybody have any cooking experience?
I mean, I'm
I'm
gonna be
not a
making a
gourmand.
stew.
One is cloves and one is saffron. A dented silver jug, a broken hourglass. Not completely broken, it's just cracked, so you might be able to repair it.
Interesting. Let's hope he didn't season
so-
that chicken with the oil.
Chicken, muffins, and what was the other thing?
Cheese.
These frying pan,
Spices.
pots. Yep.
It was up for a picnic.
Yes, let's go eat near the scenic crushed halfling. It's wonderful this time of day.
I don't know what you're talking about. But yes.
Alright,
With the
I
proper
guess we should
lighting
check
and
up the
good
second
music,
floor.
any scenery can make for a beautiful picnic.
When we're traveling the 9 hells, I'll make sure to bring that up.
I'm gonna leave after taking the bullseye lantern and some of the like a bit of
To
the
your
chicken.
right, Shell, there's a staircase going up.
Okay.
Well, after you.
Your new characters are. Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Warp.
You guys are going. You guys are going a million miles an hour.
Well,
No,
4
just
doors. Should we Scooby-Doo this? Just all of us take a door and open it at the same time?
Whoever gets the goblin wins.
Yes. I'm
I
game.
do love games.
Yep, let's go for it.
On 3, everyone.
1, I open my door.
I was gonna say, on 3, I do not open my door.
Irritatingly, a psychic force keeps all these doors shut.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like you're gonna have to go through one by one.
Very well, I'll open my door first.
Okay. 80. Okay. Making me do all sorts of work. I had to give you 4 door descriptions at once. That door will open.
Madness. How did I reach 10 feet and open that door?
Oh, that's Shal's door.
I
Shal's
win.
door will fly open. Oh, God. Alright, fine. The
Did
jig
you
is
do
up.
that?
The jig is up. All of your doors will freaking open. Alright.
I think I won. I
We'll
have
start-
access to the exit.
We'll start with a description with Mateus, and then we'll have Marathis, then we'll have Shals, then we'll have Creeks. Okay?
Door.
Yep.
Okay. Mateus. Most of the furnishing in this room were destroyed. Hanging on the east wall is a tapestry depicting a mountain landscape, and tucked under the window in the southeast corner is a wooden chest.
Interesting.
Marathi. This bedroom contains 2 beds, an empty wardrobe, a desk, and a matching chair. An oil lamp sits on one corner of the desk, and another rests on a small table tucked between the 2 beds. There's a bearskin rug on the floor. Val. Do you remember what I told about Marathi's room?
Yeah.
That's the same with yours. All the way down to the bearskin rug. And Creek. A falling rock has punched a hole in the roof of this room. It tore away most of the floor before coming to the rest of the floor below. It destroyed what looks like 2 beds and a wardrobe as it passed through the chamber, leaving a desk and chair tucked under the window in the northeast corner of the room unscathed.
Is that accessible from where I'm standing?
Creek, roll me a perception.
16.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba. You see a person, humanoid,
Alive or dead?
alive.
Oh.
She seems to be making an effort to hide herself, though. I guess you can't see her.
Getting mixed messages from the pronouns.
I think it got cut off. It's a she?
Yes, female. You see her, right?
Yeah, yes, I see her now.
She doesn't react to you. She's still trying to look like she's
Wait a
hiding.
minute, you're a hobgoblin, huh?
No, I'm a bugbear.
You're a
Bugbear.
bugbear. Do you mention you see a person? Because if so, I'm gonna move over and be like, you're much too monstrous to speak to someone.
I turn around and go and kind of like gesture toward the room.
As soon as you gesture towards the room, she's going to get panicked and jump down.
God damn it. Creek.
Can
You
I
have one round. Each of you can take 1 round's worth of actions before she runs out the door.
I'll
Going to call out, we are not with the goblins. We are merely a band of visitors looking for the stone who have been caught up in this. We can help you.
She says, I have no idea what giants would want with a stone. Please leave me alone.
Giants. We wish to speak about what happened. Can you recount?
You cops?
no.
No.
Good. I mean, it's not like I hate cops or anything. It's just
You just wanted to say that.
I'm just a traveler.
Anyways.
The law hates travelers.
Ignore how monstrous these people seem. They're actually good people.
I don't know what to do with that information.
There's not really much you can do with
Not
it.
get scared and jump down 2 floors.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yes,
it
our-
speaks common. Oh my god, it's devil people. You have tricked me, foul warlock.
We're not demons. There's a little dash of it in there, I admit, yes, but no, we're good-natured folk.
I mean, I'm
At
a
least
little hurt.
I'm
I'm a little
good-natured
hurt
folk.
that you
I
assumed
can't
I wouldn't speak.
quite
I
speak
wouldn't
for-
speak common.
I know it's
she'll-
surprising for me too. Believe me, there's
You'll-
quite amazing things in this world.
She'll soften slightly, almost believing your stories, but will look at Mateus for reassurances. These guys aren't your familiars?
No, they are just traveling companions. Morati over there has been in my employ for quite some time.
I
Believe
wave a
me.
friendly wave.
As opposed to...
I'm just sitting here
angry
eating half a
wave.
chicken.
Here, this is the person's
Per-
token, just so you see.
Okay.
her.
Perhaps we should leave this destroyed area. The church may be a more safe and sheltered location.
She says, well, hold on. Let's not get too hasty. There could still be monsters out there. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot. My name is Kella. I'm a monk from Daggerford, coming in from the...
Yes,
from
all the towns
south.
around here sound the same.
What? You said you were looking for the Nightstone?
Yes, we're coming here to...
I mean...
Morati, what were we doing again?
I suggested we see the Nightstone, for I believed it to, or for I've heard it to be quite a magnificent thing to behold.
To refresh your memory, because we did that before we took a break, Kuba, your inspiration for going here was you thought you could convince the
yes,
townspeople you were a
hunting.
hero, and you were a hunter, and the hunting is great.
I remember now. Well, we've
Wasn't mine I
certainly...
expected some kind of, or I foresaw some kind of disaster.
Shal had a prophetic vision, or at least one was shown to him, that something big was happening, and Nightstone seemed to be an epicenter of sorts.
And
So you knew this
Creek, I
was going to
think, was
happen, and
here
you
for
didn't
work.
warn us, Shao.
Creek was here for work.
It was more of the thing about visions is they don't really tell you much other than shit's happening. They don't. The biggest issue is they've never show a clock or calendar.
Well, as you're explaining to her, she's going to... Starla says, wait, Demon Axe Man, did you open that
Yeah.
door?
What?
Gal. Did you open that door?
The one below us? Yeah.
Did you see anything?
1 second. 17 to see.
Yes, there's something in that room.
I'll go
Tiny-
and
A
inspect.
tiny winged snake.
Oh.
Is that your companion?
Says, yes, that's Gaspard. I would be remiss if he and I were separated.
All right.
Well, return
I'm-
the lady her snake.
Roll a history.
Certainly.
Everybody roll a history.
9.
10.
7.
Give us the
Thanks.
8. Let's get it straight.
Or 11.
No, we're
we need
we're
an 8.
split.
14.
Means everything.
Creek, your time in the Sword Coast has served you well. Flying snakes are not ordinary pets. They're usually a symbol for the black market in Zentarim. Whether you're not
Oh,
share
that's
this
why
information,
she
it's
thought
up
we
to
were
you,
cops.
but use it as you will. She'll say, yes, what happened here was a cloud from the sky floated over Nightstone very recently, and rocks started falling from it, killing some of the villagers.
Are you sure it wasn't hail?
Have you looked outside?
Fair
Hail,
enough.
the size of minivans.
What the
Whoever
fuck's a
was-
minivan?
Whoever
Can
wasn't
I roll
killed,
some type of arcana to see if there's a monster that's just a cloud that starts throwing rocks?
She says there's no need to look so stumped, friend. These are cloud giants.
My rudimentary knowledge of cloud giants is that they're generally on the up and up. I wonder why they decided to annihilate this town. And
He's-
I'm assuming they're the ones who stole the stone.
Says indeed. I don't know their motives either, but they did come down to collect the Nightstone before they left. The survivors went to a place north of here, but I did see a contingent of guards stay at the keep to the south.
Interesting. So, perhaps they... Do you know if the path up to the keep was broken by the guards or the giants?
A rock fell on there and broke
That's what
the
I was
bridge.
afraid
That's
of.
why most of them went north. They couldn't get over.
Hmm.
There must be some sort of fallback position or retreat that they could go to in times like this when they couldn't get to the keep. But listen,
Interesting.
I'm certainly wasting your time with such trite talk. Perhaps you and I and your associates here could come to a bit of an agreement.
Let's hear it. These types of things always work out wonderfully.
Way your companion stares at my stake makes me realize he may know more about it than the average traveler. And I will confess I'm not actually a monk. I am an agent of the black market sent from Zentarim to secure Nightstone. In fact, this Gaspard here doesn't quite belong to me. He belongs to a mercenary company who sent word that they're already on their way to secure the town. We thought it was an opportunity to come in here and secure its borders while the guards from Waterdeep were occupied with the evacuation. These last holdout guardsmen, though, could be a problem. If you can convince them to lay down arms or dispatch them in any way you see fit, we could certainly help each other and reward you for the effort.
An interesting proposal. Can you give us a few minutes to deliberate?
Don't take too long. Me and Gaspard will be in our room.
That's fine. I'm going to motion everyone outside of the building and into the church.
Do I have to take you to church?
No, I just want us to be far enough away she can't overhear.
Yeah, sure. You can go into the other room and close the door.
Yes.
You'll close
And
hers.
as soon as we do, I'm going to say, this is not a good plan, gentlemen.
No.
I do not believe that the Zentarim are proper rulers for this area, and that they will treat the townsfolk in not a very good way.
No. None of that is beautiful, that's for sure.
You guys
Is that
know
all
the
you care about,
Zentarim.
Maradi?
It's my life, it's my passion.
As a noble, I will grant you that you do know some bits about the Zentarim. Mostly they're traders.
Pretty much.
They operate black markets up and down the coast. They do a lot of wet work, hireling, mercenary work. And yes, Zentarim operations are relatively tough on the inhabitants, but the rewards are certainly not something to look beyond. It's actual. They have good connections. The work is brutal, but it's good paying. And as far as you continue to pay your share into protection, you will be fine.
That's another thing. If we have to pay protection,
You'd be doing the protecting.
that's a fair point. But I am obviously no dictator, but my vote is currently to decline this offer.
I
Although,
would
perhaps
agree.
in a more diplomatic way so that she doesn't try and cave one or more of our faces in.
Yes, there's no need to incite violence.
Monks are
same
scary.
time- I came here for work, and she's offering work.
You could also... How about we go talk to the
Amen.
guards?
You haven't seen the guards yet. She hasn't told you how many there were.
That's true. There might not be enough to push back against the Zentarim.
I mean, I don't have very strong feelings either way. Besides,
Do we know of any of the
She's
other
offering
factions?
payment.
Because I know the Zentarim are one. I know there
Yes,
are others, but
okay.
I don't know if my
You're no-
character would.
With nobility comes the responsibility to know the houses of other places. You do know that Nightstone is de facto ruler is a Waterdeep noble. So the Lord's Alliance is certainly, and the Harpers as well, would certainly be allied to Nightstone as it stands right now.
Okay.
Not two groups you really want to mess with on your own.
Definitely.
Although the Zentarim are powerful, so if you make allies here, you might be on even footing in some respects. Shal, you've been quiet. Anything to add?
I'm gonna be honest. I had a phone call, so I kind of missed half of that.
Zentarim,
phone?
taking over town. We can help or we can hinder.
She didn't specify you had to kill them. She just said lay
That's
down their
true.
arms or incapacitate them in some way.
We could always do the double route where we tell them, lay down your arms for now, let the Zentarim in, and we can go to Waterdeep or Daggerford or any of those towns and let them know the Zentarim are attempting this, and perhaps the Harpers or the Lord's Alliance could send a contingent to put them down.
The middle road.
The neutral
I mean,
road.
I'm kind of indifferent since I'm not a huge. I expect everyone to be kind of not very good in general. I have a very negative view of people, so this is kind of, I really am not the one you want to ask.
Yeah, so
So
you don't
it
have a
sounds like
horse in
one
this fight.
abstain. I'm currently against, and so
I'm
is
against,
Marati.
at the very least, what we could do is go to the guards, talk to them, and mention that this is occurring, and
think-
sort of figure out what our decision is from there.
I'm afraid we're just going to keep punting this down the road until we reach a point of no return, but that might be our best bet, to tell her that we will speak with the guards and then move from there.
Okay. Well,
All right,
as
I
you're
think
talking,
that's what we've decided.
yep, she'll
We'll-
knock on your door and say, "Companions, have you reached a decision?"
Yes, we will go and speak to the guards and see what we can inform them, if we can get them to lay down their arms. I do not feel comfortable slaying them, though. If we are not able to talk them down, we may have to abandon this pursuit.
She'll say, "I'm no stranger to bloodshed, but I'd rather not have any more unnecessary deaths after the tragedy of this town. Certainly, if the Zenturium were able to come here peacefully and show that we could be better protectors than these guards, the people would rally by our side, certainly after what happened today. I understand your conservation in this, and perhaps I have spoke too earnestly and too eagerly on my part to think that you would be swayed so easily. My only request is you please do not mention my existence to those guards. And a warning: if those guards are still conscious and armed by the time my companions arrive, I cannot speak for your safety. Try to stay out of the fight or become part of the enemy."
Noted.
And
Okay.
she'll return back
with
to
that,
her room.
yes, perhaps it is best. Speaking of, after that interesting little dialogue, you mentioned there was a chest in this room. I'm going to kick it open.
Okay.
Loot,
Okay,
loot,
you,
loot,
you
loot.
kick it open and it stays closed.
Dick.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
Smash it, Creek.
It is wooden.
Let me try finessing it first.
Oh, fine.
these
I'm going to
tools?
step outside.
Nope.
Okay.
you?
Make me a dex check with a disadvantage.
7.
You stick your finger in the lock and go presto, and you turn,
Hey.
breaking your finger in the not really, but yes, all you do is look foolish as the chest remains locked.
All right. Well, just.
Just be sure not to hit the actual chest. Something might break in that.
Okay. I'll attempt to swing my greatsword at the lock. But I'm assuming it's a padlock, right?
The lock is made of metal. That's much more difficult to break than wood.
Well, how about this? How big is the chest?
I would say it's about 6 feet wide.
How heavy is it?
Try to lift it. Use strength.
Very.
I'm not going to do that. Creek, you're my manual servant. Lift it.
Yeah. Okay. We better start paying me.
Now,
soon, though.
jump on the chest.
Jump in the vat.
So I'll attempt to try. I'll attempt to lift it.
Okay.
That's a strength check, right? Yeah. 10.
It's not particularly heavy. You can lift it, but you can't really run or anything with it.
Now,
Yeah.
hurl it out the window.
I could have just pushed it off.
The window's up high. Can you push it through a wall?
Oh no! No, I was sorry. I was under the impression that this was just.
Oh, that, I
open.
guess you could have.
could
It's
throw it
not
out
going to
there.
get. Honestly,
Yeah.
though, I wanted you
Big,
to.
wide open space in the wall. Throw it out the window.
Really, I just wanted you to lift it to see if it was heavy and if it jingled or anything. Because if we try and smash
Do I
it, we
hear
might.
noises when I pick it up?
Oh yeah, there's things moving in there.
I'm just afraid we're
but
going to damage whatever's inside if we
Something is
smash it.
clinking in a way that doesn't sound like coins.
Ooh.
A bomb.
Okay. Here.
Yes.
Why don't we check the room to see if there's a key first?
I mean, that
There is
sounds like
no
an
key.
exercise
Don't-
in futility.
Don't try. There is no key.
Okay.
If there was a key, it's probably on the person it belonged to or in the rubble beneath, smashed by a giant rock, which
Fair.
weighs
Well,
much more than the chest.
I guess use your prodigious strength to attempt to force the lock open.
Is that a viable option?
I mean, you can try and.
I'll attempt.
Don't go
I'll attempt to
fishing
try
for
and
it.
I'll attempt to try to yank to
One
force
bit
the
of
lock.
advice, because I was a little hard on you, Jordan, with prestidigitation. I know what you're trying to ask.
Yeah,
You
sorry
can
about
create
that.
tools with prestidigitation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll make some thieves' tools. I don't know if anyone's proficient though.
I'm not proficient, but I could get a 2 on it. I don't know how everyone else would do.
I
I've
can get
got,
a 5 at least.
I've
I
got
have
a.
Oh,
plus
if you get a 5,
Or
give it
no,
to
not
Shal.
5, 3, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'll cast it to make some cheap little tools.
Okay, these tools are fragile, so after about 5 uses, they will break.
Sure.
So we get
So
5
go ahead.
attempts. I
You can
believe
make
in you,
5
Shal.
attempts. Still locked.
Not disadvantage, but 15.
Still locked.
This might be harder than we thought.
Nah.
Still locked.
Can
Still
you just
locked.
keep going?
He has
Still
5
locked.
attempts.
Nah.
Crack.
Wow.
Your thieves' tools have broken.
Well,
Also,
Do you have any more bobby pins?
Give me the lock so much, I don't think you can make another attempt as they're lodged in there. At least until the spell wears off and it goes into smoke. This is lost.
I
The last
think
for
An hour, I believe,
hour.
for tools.
Yeah, let me.
I guess you could cancel it, they'll poof, but that lock is pretty messed
Yeah,
up
most
right now.
magics, unless it's
Representation is-
concentration, you can't cancel.
It's
the
not.
pre-
It's
Oh,
not.
right, we heard that with
concentration.
etherealness.
Yep.
Yeah, it just lasts an hour.
Yeah, no, that chest is still locked.
Wait,
Perhaps we should just attempt to smash it.
Alright.
Unless we could always keep exploring and come back and try again after
I'll
an
say
hour.
you can take a good 10 minutes to try to pry open.
it looks like it says
wood
if you
and
cast
break
this
through
spell
it.
multiple times, you can have up to 3
Well, it's still
of its
Jimmy.
non-instantaneous
It's
effects active
it's
at
a
a time.
jam.
The
lock.
problem is the.
And you can dismiss such an effect as an action.
oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
But yeah, you can spend about 5 or 10 minutes to bash it open. I'll let you do that.
Okay.
All right, everyone. Creek, get to work. Everyone else, smoke break.
Okay. After about 10 minutes, Creek manages to bash through the chest. Unfortunately, not everything came out okay.
Yeah, I imagine.
What used to look like a potion is now all over the
A puddle.
chest.
I'm going to dip my finger and taste to see what we lost.
A potion of heroism.
Oh, wow.
That would have been nice.
Okay.
Somehow, Creek's prodigious strength also ground to dust 2 valuable-looking gemstones.
Good lord,
Somehow.
man.
However, what is intact, there's a leather bag.
How did that survive over gems?
Creek really just punched them to dust, man.
Apparently.
I
Really?
snatch
He
it
was
out of his
really
hands
focused.
before he just squeezes and turns it into mulch. And
Inside
open
the
it.
leather bag is 45 GP.
Interesting.
Anything
Creek, I
else?
think you lost your share after smashing that potion, but
There is a dwarven helm.
Dwarven helm?
is
Made
it
of
magical?
iron. Nope.
I'll
even
wear
what's
it
the type
for a
of magic.
bit. It
Okay.
doesn't,
There's
even
also a
fit-
suit of chainmail. Sized for a dwarf.
I think I know what race owned this chest, gentlemen. Creek, when did you move your stuff in here?
Yeah, so
I'm not sure.
unless you're a small... I mean, dwarves are medium,
Oh,
but I
that's
think
where my
if it's sized
collectible
for a
dwarf armor went.
Yeah, I don't think humanoids can wear this armor, because it specifically says it's sized for a
Anyways.
dwarf.
If I'm understanding this correctly, we all get...
15 GP.
Oh, that's divided by 3.
Oh, it
That's-
is.
It's,
Yep.
8.5.
I mean,
it's
if you don't
11
want
GP
your-
with 1 extra.
Oh, yeah, 11.
I say we take 3 away from Creek and then distribute
No.
the rest to each of us because he smashed the gems.
It was,
Well, I
on,
mean,
it was on your order I do it, so...
Did do it on your order.
Fine, we'll split it evenly. So 11.25 each.
Call it a draw. No, you can't turn gold into silver unless you're an alchemist.
Cat, here, have a gold coin.
Ow.
No. I'll take that.
You smashed
Cat
the
will
chest and
hiss
you
at
want 1 extra gold?
Yep.
Cat
'cause
seems
I did the
poised to attack
physical
you for
work.
that 1
You
gold
all had
piece.
you all had a smoke break.
Are you honestly going to fight this cat for a gold piece?
Oh, I didn't realize that you were letting that one go from all the way up here. Nah, the cat can have it if it's already in its
Nah, man,
possession.
you see, I went to the edge here and kind of leaned back and threw it up and over, and I'm so good it landed all the way across the
Right.
square to the cat's house. Well, anyways, I think we're done here.
I think so too.
Those could have been spell reagents.
I mean, you got the incense.
I will take you home.
That's a clerical thing.
If you stop moving, I will take you home. There.
Take me home.
Take me
And outside. You haven't explored this building.
I thought we did. I thought you said there was nothing inside.
No, there was nothing in this building.
Okay.
You didn't approach from this side because you came from the windmill, remember?
That's
And you
true.
went around.
First things first, though, I'm going to inspect to the north just to make sure we didn't miss anything looping around. Because we missed that boulder crushing most of the inn. I don't want to see if there's anything else. Because this is a chicken coop here, correct?
That's the chicken coop, yes.
I'm guessing they're all escaped.
No, there's some just kind of lollygagging around.
Oh, you know what? We would have noticed the boulder if you look at
Oh yeah, I
the
can see
shadows,
it, huh? We didn't see how it destroyed the inn. We just saw the boulder nearby.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go to here, and do I get shot from that guard tower?
No, but you will notice an auxiliary graveyard over here.
The backup graveyard.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I
there's
played
clearly
Vanish.
less
Know
buried
how
here.
it
That
is.
either means it's for the poor or the rich.
It's fenced. It's gated.
So is the other one.
It's got a scenic rock to guard it.
Yes,
Was that there
scenic.
before or after the giant attack? You wonder.
I love Grave Rock.
I'm gonna go up to the 2 over here because I'm curious about that.
Do they have names, or is this where
Please,
the
game.
DM gets upset?
No, the names are esoteric. There's nothing really special about the graves.
Esoteric.
Esoteric.
They're like
whatever.
Fallout 1 and 2.
Yeah, they're isometric.
Anyways, looks like there's just one more guard tower over here. I'll take a look at it. Am I going to get shot?
No, but you can make out a very different grave from the rest.
I'm guessing that's the mausoleum.
Over here.
Oh no, interesting. Well, this seems to be broken fences.
Okay.
I'll enter the graveyard.
Okay. These are granite headstones. There's a name. Oh, it is the crypt. Okay,
Okay.
It's over here. The name Nandar is written on the crypt.
History.
What in the world is Mandark
Ben.
doing here?
You see below the name Mandark is ha 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 ha
Ha
ha
ha
ha
ha
ha.
ha.
12.
Okay, I unplugged my headset and had to replug it, and I came back to that. I hate you all.
Okay. The crypt belongs to Lord Dreslin Nandar, the founder of Nightstone.
Interesting. Anything off with his grave? Does it seem to have been pried open recently?
No, but a rock has damaged it. So
Seems
the
like
door is
everything's
slightly
damaged.
ajar. You
I-
might be able to pry it open.
I prefer not to grave rob. Although, I'll
There
I'll
could be
call
goblins
Creek
in there.
over and tell him to try and push the door back into place so that the dead may rest.
I shrug.
First, we should probably check to see, yell to see if anyone tried to hide in
12
there.
strength.
That's fair
wait,
enough.
wait, what was the strength for?
Well,
To-
first,
to
we're
reposition the
gonna
door.
be like, hello, is anyone inside this
I
crypt?
see. You're gonna reseal the door.
Attempt to, once we find out if no one's inside.
There's no response, and when you try to reseal the door, it will slam shut, and a wave of serenity will come across all of you, as if you
Oh.
just did something right and not disturbed the old owner's
See?
grave.
Never grave rob, especially in a universe with ghosts and zombies.
And God.
It's simply just the right thing to do.
Very briefly, Mateus turns around and sees.
Spooky ghost.
He will say
Hmm.
thank you before disappearing back to the GM lair.
What a
That's going in
magnificent
the book. I
creature.
pull out a little journal and start scribbling.
Dear diary, today I saw a spooky ghost. It had a
Anybody
stupid
with
butt
religion
face.
want to see what they just saw?
Yeah, sure.
It was clearly
17.
a chimera.
Rati exclaims, I think we just saw a specter.
Does
I
that
think
make
we
you the
just saw a
Spectre
specter.
detector?
And on that note, let's continue to the south and try and get to the guardhouse, as I think
Yes,
that's the
because
last one. Oh, wait,
The
no.
specters are
No,
not
there's
cool.
One
still,
last house.
That house, yeah.
So we will go to that one last house.
Oh god, you know that this is one of the undead that has the life drain ability.
Yeah, that
Whoa.
probably would have destroyed us.
Yeah, so good that you laid it to rest.
Uh,
Okay. Da-da-da-da.
I swear, if you say there's nothing inside.
Mounted above this building's entrance is a circular blue shield emblazoned with a stylized golden lion, the symbol of the Lion Shield Coster. Door to
How
the
did we
trading
miss
post
this?
hangs open. Because
You
went
don't
from
pay
the windmill.
attention.
You went from the windmill and went around. You never
Yeah.
actually got to this part.
Well,
There is
I
a
will-
ruckus going on inside.
A ruckus. Well, let's see if we can upgrade that to a fracas. Let's go.
I'm going to send you back to the right side so you can
No,
see from outside the ruckus.
Thank you.
Once I found.
Which one it is?
Oh, cool. What?
This is always fun to hear.
This is a hootenanny.
Yeah. Okay. Apparently the ruckus is Oh.
We didn't get
Oh.
here fast enough, huh?
Yeah. No. Yeah. The ruckus is interesting, to say the least. It's actually happening inside here.
Okay, there's no
Yeah.
drawing for it, but
But
I will.
what you can see, as we're going into initiatives, there's a goblin.
Shocker.
Not really. He is.
Fiddlesticks.
He was kind of trying to put stuff into a sack, of all things. Who knew that they'd had those?
These goblins and their sacks.
Actually, no. Oh my god, he's a more advanced guy. He's got a backpack, not a sack.
It's learning.
But yeah, he saw you, and now he's like, "No, my treasures." Val, you have the first turn.
So 5, 10, 15, 25 or 30? Yeah, 30. Yeah, longbow.
Okie doke. Okay, short range longbow. Let's go.
Hey, that just means it's easier to hit the thing, right?
Yeah,
20 with the air to hit
that'll hit,
Excellent.
for 9 damage.
and you'll kill him. All of aspirations were dashed with that single arrow going right into his throat. 12.5 XP.
Hooray. Good job, everyone. That was a team effort. Anyways, Creek, go inspect the backpack.
I'm gonna see if there are already other things here.
Oh, yes.
God.
Is there anyone wounded inside?
I asked
Perhaps we should
Marani
check.
real quick, are you getting paid to serve this guy?
No, there's nothing else in here.
It's,
I mean, there's
it's
nobody else in
entertainment.
here.
It's mostly entertainment.
But there's quite a lot of stuff in here. In fact, it's so vague on how much stuff there is, it's just supposed to roll a d4 for anything in the Adventurer's Guide for traveling gear.
I think unless we can get like a healer's kit, I think I'm okay.
There are no healer's kits, unfortunately.
Yes.
There's like rope, ink, scrolls, backpacks.
Oh, scroll. I misheard. I thought we were going to get a small fuzzy animal.
No, you
No,
might have
we already
cat.
have that.
Yeah.
No,
His name is
it's pretty
Creek.
big.
But yeah, I'll check the
Zing.
backpack.
Okay.
Anyways, I believe that's all of the town. Let's go speak to those guards if we can.
That would require getting to here and going across the broken bridge.
I don't know if we can make it, gentlemen. We have to walk.
So wait, there
50
wasn't anything in the
feet.
backpack?
No, they're empty, as if it was for sale.
85.
Okay. So,
Lord, that's simply just too
this is a
far to walk.
70-foot long, 10-foot wide sloped bridge. However, a falling rock destroyed a 15-foot long section of it. You can try to leap across.
That will not be me.
However, the bridge is sloped, making this strength check a little more difficult.
How far of a fall is it into the river?
It seems like it. Well, does the river have current? Because otherwise, it's pretty much just you're done.
You can. Oh dear, this is using different dice.
Question.
Does anyone have a dungeoneering pack?
I do have a
explorer's
grappling hook, but I don't know how it works.
Nah, an explorer's pack doesn't have the
It's about
what's it called we need.
It's about 10 feet to the water.
10 feet's not
Ball.
too bad then. We could use the rope we liberated from the church to create a path for someone to get back up.
Very true.
Or we could even just tie a rope around.
Actually, I'm gonna go back to that store and see if I can find some pittance.
Oh, I see. Like climbing gear.
Yeah.
Python, by the way.
Yeah,
a pittance
pythons.
is a
Python.
copper piece. Speaking of, Creek, if you continue to do as I say, you will get a shiny one of these every day, and I'll hold up a silver piece.
Would I be able to find
I'll
any?
think about it.
You can find one climber's kit, 2 pythons, 60 feet of rope.
All
That's
right,
pretty
just
perfect. So we
Yep.
can python one side and python the other. And
I'll hand the
pray
pythons to Creek to put them in.
I forget. Is it possible to knot the rope in this system?
That would make climbing easier.
Yes. Because we don't need all 60 feet
I will
if it's
say
going to be.
yes, but instead of lowering the difficulty, it'll give you
It'll give
advantage on the
advantage.
climb up.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So if you have a
And so-
grappling hook, perhaps you could go
Yeah.
to try and
I
grapple
actually
the
have a
broken
grappling
edge, and then we could
Rati has
just.
got the House Avicino grappling hook.
It's just a regular grappling hook.
Also, Tom, write down those
Fancy.
pythons.
All right.
Never know when you need to climb.
Do.
I love how you're just using him as a pack mule too. I'm rubbing off on you.
Well, it makes sense for him to have them since he's probably got the most strength out of us.
So, what's your plan here?
It sounds like we're going to try and have Marathi, or whoever has the best chance, throw the grappling hook across, and then, honestly, if it's 10 feet to the river, we could even just kind of climb up on the other side. Or we can try
I
and make
see
a
what you mean.
bridge. So
if you're
python
going
it to this
throw a
side.
grappling hook, then it sounds like you're aiming for one of the floorboards of the bridge itself to try to
Yes.
latch. I see.
And pray it's not structurally damaged. And if we can get
you
that,
know
we could
it's
even.
structurally damaged.
Well, I mean, obviously there's a break, but like, so our weight isn't enough to break like one of the edge.
Sure. Fair enough. Okay.
But if we can get the grappling hook across, we could try and just make a bridge and have a rope hanging down in case someone falls.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to start rolling?
I am not good at this. Would it be a dexterity, a acrobatics,
With a grappling hook,
athletics?
dex or strength, whichever's higher.
Okay,
If you
well,
can get the
I
grappling hook
believe
across and latch it.
that is going to be shells.
All right, I'll go.
Issue. Although after the fumbling of the lock, I'm not sure how much I trust him with dexterous. But we can always try again, hopefully.
All
Well, I
right,
mean, you can always recover the grappling hook if it's fixed.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
14. Sorry.
Okay.
Well, you can get the grappling hook across, and it seems to get a tentative latch on one of the floorboards. Not this most secure that you can see, but it seems to hold your weight when you pull it.
Okay.
Well, how do we wish to do this? Python or
Pardon me one moment, gentlemen, and I go over to the cat, and I warn it of the encroaching, what's
Is
it,
that
mercenaries.
Zentarian reinforcements.
Yes. I'll basically say some rather cruel men may be coming. I would
They
be
may
most
think-
careful.
they may think you're an oddity and an exotic beast? I would.
Cat will nod. It will approach
Escape.
the bridge and fly across.
Perfect.
Will meow contentedly. The other side. You feel
I swear, if it just sits there and laughs at us in cat when we fail.
I'll try using the grappling hook.
Are you to swing across or climb?
Probably climb.
Okay.
Use athletics for me, please.
You'll have advantage, correct?
Oh, 20. Yeah, you will be able to grappling hook your way across. The grappling hook itself seems pretty loose, but since you're not one of the heavier armored people in your group, or, people around, you're not the heaviest person, you're able to get across and climb up. And now you can re-secure the hook so it doesn't do that.
All right.
Excellent. So we'll tie it to a beam on this end and then have it grappled to the other beam, and we should have a bridge
Of rope
of rope. Yes.
thickness. It could take a while. Like, if you take a minute to go across very carefully, then I will say that your workmanship is good enough so you can make it all without a check.
Okay. I am
cool.
okay with that because
Yeah.
let's see. Even with advantage. Oh,
Hey.
Nat 20.
As you make your way across, I'm going to be right back.
certainly. I was honestly expecting narrative causality for me to roll double ones there.
All I'm still expecting there to be crocodiles in the moat river.
I mean, we didn't check. That is a fair and valid point. Perhaps we should. Maybe we can shoot them with crossbows. What great sport.
I guess You,
You
Everyone
make it
got
across.
athletics.
We spent. Yeah.
Yay!
Alright, thanks for waiting. Yeah, no, there's no crocodiles in there, but there seem to be some sharp-looking rocks. Means you can see to the bottom, so it's not that deep either.
Alright, I'm gonna go and pet the cat.
Cat accepts your pets. Okay. But here, set into the mott's curtain wall are 2 windowless stone gatehouses with wood-shingled, high-pitched rooftops. Between them stands a set of oak doors with iron hinges.
So, what is the plan here, gentlemen? Do we wish to see if we can get them to stand down, or... Because it sounds like we should play this as there is a contingent coming, you may not be able to succeed, it is better not to throw away your life type of
We
situation.
will speak to them, give them the warning of what is to come, and see how
not
they respond.
mention-
If they still wish to stay and fight, there's not much we can do to convince them otherwise. Their valiance will be recorded, at the very least.
How
But,
noble,
yeah.
their lives lost in a song. Anyways, we'll go up to the gate and knock?
Yeah, if he doesn't, I will.
No response.
Hello,
Okay.
we've heard there may be some survivors here.
No
We are-
response.
If
I'm gonna ask the cat if
okay,
it
hold
might
on.
know anyone that's in the garrison.
Oh, for crying out loud. Creek, open the door.
No, hold on. It may be that they simply didn't hear you. I have something for this, and I cast thaumaturgy, and my voice is now 3 times louder. And I go, "Hello in there."
You hold your
We
hand
mean
out
no
in
harm.
an open palm like a megaphone.
Yes.
There's no response.
Creek, open the door.
And I'll dismiss thaumaturgy.
Maybe you should have tried making a megaphone with some string, a squirrel, and a megaphone.
Oh, Dave the Barbarian. Are you gonna push on the door, Creek?
I'm approaching the door.
We'll push open.
Okay.
Fool, that was a pull gate. But
You've
alright.
activated a trap.
Any descriptions?
There's an inner bailey. That's the little green spot here. It's strewn with rocks. Ramps lead up to the 8-foot-high stone parapet that encircles the yard. There are no guards currently standing watch.
Interesting. Well, we might not even have to do anything then.
Cursorily look, you find the corpses of 2 dead human guards, struck and
Oh,
killed by
no.
falling rocks.
Better than the corpses of 2 live human guards.
Wouldn't that just be normal bodies?
These men are undead. Purge them.
Oh yeah,
This
there's
entire
a way
guard
up
tower must be purged.
here, and then there's a way up. It seems like over here as well.
I would like to walk the perimeter of the parapet to see what I can see inside.
Perimeter of the parapet. Oh, how I love alliteration.
Can I hurt him?
There is
I
one
won't
more
let
body.
You hurt me.
There's one more body over here, but it doesn't look like a guard.
Actually, I'm gonna go the
Is
other
it
way.
still human?
It is human.
Where was it? I didn't see a marker.
Kind of near the doors.
Okay.
Here.
Is it wearing any kind of distinct clothing, like a
Yes.
different kind of uniform?
Um,
What can we do to identify that?
He's wearing what looks like clothes of office.
Okay.
Oh, there
Might
goes
have been
the
the
mayor.
Local,
Anybody
maybe?
with history?
Okay, history.
4, 6.
15.
My
You know,
sugar
the only
packets
person
fail
that may
me.
fit that description is Lady Velrosa Nandar, the High Steward of Nightstone.
Oh my.
Well, that's
You seem to have
unfortunate.
found the High Steward.
Wouldn't it be stewardess?
Steward, I think, is a general neutral term.
Fair. Well, perhaps we should lay her to rest with her husband. Or
Certainly.
The
grandfather
person
or father.
buried there wasn't her husband.
Yeah, no.
It was Nandar, right? Maybe it's brother.
He died
Nandor
last
was
year.
the founder,
Could be a
my
father.
lord. There's quite a generation gap.
He died last year.
Oh, he did?
Oh, wait, what? This is so bizarre. Okay. There are people. I see. Okay. You enter the keep?
I will go down the parapets after seeing that opening and kind of peer through it to see if I can see anything inside.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Oh,
just
I
going
see.
counterclockwise.
Because it's broken. Like this is basically the roof of the building.
Yes,
You're
I kind of
seeing
figured.
into the Great Hall, which is
Right.
like here.
Yes.
So
And
if
I'm guessing.
I'm going to pick you up, you're
Certainly.
basically here, and the body is on a table here.
Okay.
It was moved.
Interesting. Well, I
You
will
hear
call
some
out.
movement. Yeah. Okay.
Hello there. We are adventurers. We have vanquished the goblin threat. I hear there was an attack by giants.
Side, you'll hear 4 voices murmur to each other. It says, "We trust them." Yes, of course we can trust them. Do you think a giant's gonna come down and parley after what they did to us? I'm just saying they killed the lady, and maybe they could kill us. No, these are not giant. Have you ever heard a giant speak? Excuse me? Out
That's
there, are you
oddly
a giant?
specious.
No!
No.
I am nobility of the house Palamechia.
I'm
You don't
10.
know that house. We're not very.
I'm
You know
10
what,
to 100th
just-
quarter
Just
giant.
4 people will start to shuffle out.
Ah, still maintaining formation. Jolly good.
Lost Tom.
That was
There
odd.
he is.
Okay, so there's.
Are you all that's left of the garrison?
Most of the garrison left with the other villagers. We were cut off when the bridge was destroyed. They will, Okay, they don't have their names on them, but this one will say, "My name is Sidri, and I was the man-at-arms at the gate. I guess I am in charge now."
Yes, that seems to be how the chain of command seems to have fallen. But
You were looking at for anything other to say than cookie crumbles.
They will say, if you haven't seen anybody, they probably went to the Bat Caves. They're about a mile north of here.
interesting. Perhaps we should go as well, because I have some unfortunate news.
There wouldn't have to be any man-bats there, would there?
And bats. What have you been smoking?
What strange books
that
have you
your
been reading?
companion
And can you
demon,
lend
sir?
them to me?
I mean, we're not going to judge at this point. We could really use all the help we could get.
Well, that makes this somewhat easier, although a little distasteful. We have received word that the Zentarim have sent a contingent here to swoop in and take control. They claim they will run this town better, and it seems like they could give some stability, but you know
As soon as
how
you
their
mention
rabble
Zensarim, one of the
goes.
guards is going to spit, and they're say, please don't swear in the presence of the lady. Zensarim are a dirty word. They've been trying to take Nightstone for years, and we've eked a living here.
Well, the bad people are coming, and I don't know if you guys are going to be able to...
And they're going to cross-attack with the giants.
No, they're going to cross-attack you guys if you are trying to attack them.
What do they tell you? They say that we do this quietly? The Zensarim are just going to come here and slaughter us regardless.
That's why I'm suggesting perhaps we should meet up with the townsfolk in the Bat Caves, and then perhaps move on to a greater town where we could inform another group, perhaps the local guard or the Harpers or the Lord's Alliance, of what's going on and mount a counter-assault.
Help is too far away for us to realistically get reinforcements before they arrive, by the way that you're sounding. But with some help, maybe we can rebuff them. In fact, if we bar the drawbridge, they wouldn't have any way in. You guys raised it when you came in, right?
We didn't think to.
...
We were also attacked by wargs as soon as we entered.
I live in a...
Yes. It's generally not a good idea to lock yourself in with wargs and goblins. You must understand.
That was our entire plan when we secured ourselves in the keep. No matter if they get into the courtyard, those doors you went by can be barred from the inside. We should be able to have a defensible position where we can rain arrows on them. How are they going to cross the moat anyway?
To be fair,
Oh,
that's
dear.
the kind of thing we could literally go outside. Unless
Yeah.
they're literally 30 seconds away, we could take down that rope.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna walk to the other side of the moat and see if they're there.
No, they're not. They're not there yet.
Make
We
sure
can
to
even go
recover
across and
our
lower the
things.
drawbridge, or raise the drawbridge, whatever they want us to do.
Well, there's still more to
It's-
explore here if you want
There's
to do
There
still
that.
the young
is,
lady
and-
at the inn. If we just raise the drawbridge, she's likely to either notice an attack or stay where she is and
This
then
is
just
really-
lower it when they
Who
come.
do we wish to ally with? Do we wish to join with the Zentarim, or hold out that maybe we can be on a more just side with the Harpers or the Lord's Alliance?
Well, when it comes to good or evil, I'm definitely allied with the side of good. And if these men aren't willing to leave to fight for another day, I suppose we have no choice but to stay and fight with them.
Quick question: you got any alcohol here?
The kitchen is right through there.
All right, I'm sticking with these guys, I guess.
I swear, if you use a fine wine for cooking,
Cooking? No, I'm gonna drink the shit out of this stuff. After fighting wargs and goblins and possibly a ghost, maybe one, if we didn't do something, I think we
So-
deserve it.
they're upset with saying Zentarim, but they're okay with this.
Hey, look, we've lived our lifetimes as free men. We don't want to be under the yoke of the Zentarim, and we'll fight to the death for that. It's understandable if you don't want to join us. This is not your fight.
Perhaps if we could take a rest, hopefully they won't get here in time. We can be more prepared for this. And
Yes,
be...
we'll- You managed to somehow get across the moat. If you would like to rest, we'll send two of our own out to raise the drawbridge.
Oh, and you might have a hard time ringing the bell since someone's decided it might be a good idea to take care of that.
Well,
the
actually, to be
bell
fair,
helped
when the
with.
bell stopped, that was the biggest relief we've had in days.
See, my plans always work.
Okay.
Now, jump off the wall. Trust me.
I'm good, and I make
Well,
my way to the kitchen.
while you rest, do you want to talk about a reasonable strategy?
That might be for the best. We don't know how many are coming, and they have an agent inside. Perhaps before they go to lower the drawbridge, should we mention her? I'm not going to
Yeah,
say
I did.
we do.
I
Oh, you
mentioned
did.
that she was in the inn.
Well, we've
So
kind of
we'll-
taken sides.
We'll keep as a pair and make sure she doesn't hit the drop on us.
Do be careful, she had a flying snake of the Zentarim.
Oh, is our cat mascot here?
He's outside.
Okay,
Can I
Cat.
have the Tressum
I'm
come
going
over
to
here?
hold up several balls of oil and say, when they come, fly high into the air and drop this on them.
Oh, oil. I thought you had like alchemist fire or something. The cat
No.
will pick up the oil and flap its wings, getting about 2 feet into the air before it goes back down, defeated.
I will pet it and say, you did your best. This is our fight now.
So you're taking a rest.
Take
right?
a rest.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
halfway
I'll hand
through
it a
your
piece
rest.
of meat.
Yeah, halfway through your rest, the guards are going to come back and they said, "We recovered the grappling hook so that they can't get over the moat, but somebody's put iron wedges inside of the drawbridge and we can't draw it back down or back up."
That sounds like our guest. Also, it took you 4 hours to get a grappling hook.
Oh, you're taking a long rest.
Yes, that's what we're attempting. Like,
yeah.
if we had enough time. If we
Yes,
don't have
you
enough
can,
time,
you can long
then-
rest and you can get your level 2s.
Yes. I was really just
Uh,
hoping I could have full spell sockets.
Yeah. So the man at arms is saying, with the drawbridge compromised, our best bet is to line up our guards outside where the moat is. They'll have to jump over the gap to get to the keep, and we can try to keep the door at bay while we throw ranged attacks at them.
That might be for the best. Does everyone here have some method of ranged attack? Creek, you needed a bow.
We have plenty of spears to throw as well, if you
Oh,
need
that's
them.
perfect.
Question: you wouldn't have to have a heavy crossbow, would you?
No, unfortunately, we're of the spear throwing variety.
All right.
Savages.
Sorry.
Clearing my throat.
I see. Rest assured,
Anyways,
if we're able to rebuff this attack, the Lords of Waterdeep will certainly look upon you favorably. So you have our thanks.
Well, that's all well and good until we receive a Zentarim present in the back.
Is that an innuendo?
Okay,
No.
what innuendo do you know is in the back, not the rear?
I'm going to do is
I don't know.
I'm
Zentarim do some weird shit.
going to alter these guys for you so that you can see their light. So they're going to be allied.
Okay,
So,
excellent. Perhaps we
I do
should
this.
see if there's anything else in here that could be of help.
Sure,
Let us
you can explore, but like if I move this guard over to the wall, can you see his line of sight?
Which wall? Back in the...
Up to the left near the keep.
No, we can't see anything. You might have to click all players have sight and then give all of us control.
I do. All players see light, has sight.
You have to set it as controlled by one of us then, or you can do all players. Way on the left under the regular...
Controlled by, determined by character settings.
Can you click on that, or...
No, I can't.
Then I'm not sure. It's
Well,
fine.
once you get up there, they'll be there.
Yeah.
They'll be able to see. Okay.
But I
yeah,
think
you can explore.
explore, long rest, and then make preparations, and I think that should
Right
be good for...
right off the bat, because you'll see this on the corpse of the lady. There is a ring on her finger,
I feel very uncomfortable with that.
and the guards will say, "Hey,
Let's
please
not.
don't disturb the lady. That's her family signet, and she'd probably want to be buried with it."
Yes, I'm sure. Oh, speaking of, is she related to the gentleman in the crypt?
Yep, that's her granddaughter.
Granddaughter?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a man in there.
No, it's the steward. Yes, the granddaughter.
No, she's the
Oh,
granddaughter.
she
of
is...
the man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we saw his spirit for a bit after we closed his crypt.
Okay, this guard is not superstitious, so he says, "Huh? Did you petition it for help?"
Maybe we can. Let's go talk to him.
Well, you'd have to reset your grappling hook to do that.
God damn it. You know, a thought
But no,
occurs.
you
We
saw
didn't
him
have to...
disappear. He's at rest now.
That's fair. But we could have beseeched him for some type of blessing, but it's too late now. Also, instead of taking down the grappling hook, I have a plan. Perhaps we could soak it in oil, and then when they try and cross with it, after seeing it up, we could light it.
Wouldn't that burn the bridge as well?
Is that an
Us-
issue?
Usually wood, yeah, I mean, that could be to your advantage, but the wood is usually a hardier substance. It's also usually resined against fire.
Actually, that's a great point. We could lay the oil on both sides so that the rope lights it and makes a kind of flame wall on both edges of the bridge.
You know, I've always heard about burning bridges, but this will be the first time I've actually seen one.
You can set
Clever.
that up as you prepare.
Maradi, you're fired.
The guards will warn you. Upstairs, there is a chest. They're not sure what's in it, but there is a sword that guards the chest, and the sword only answers to the lady. And anybody who tries to open the chest has been attacked. You're welcome to get into it if you can, but
Well, is it an issue if we destroy the sword?
you can destroy the sword if you can. But just a word of warning.
Yes.
It may respond favorably to the lady's ring. I'm not suggesting we take it, but that does seem.
I
like
see what
something
you're
that would
saying. I'm not saying this actually out loud. I'm
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
a bit. We pick her up and use her as a puppet and say, "Hello, sword. How are you doing?" and walk her to the chest.
My name is the lady. I'm sure the sword, which has no sentience to it, is just magically enchanted.
Oh, it's totally going to buy it, I swear.
Yeah.
By the by, for flavor, my new spell at 2nd level is Chaos Bolt.
Ooh, spicy.
It's an interesting spell. It's pretty inferior to whatever, the chromatic orb, but it can be fun. If you hit, you do 2d8 plus a d6. The d8s determine the damage, and if you roll double numbers on the d8, you target someone else with the spell.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so oh, there is an armory, so there's plenty of spears and shields, and one chain shirt left over. If anybody wants a chain shirt.
I'm okay. I do not... I tend to die in armor.
I don't do nearly as well in armor than outside of it.
What was the armor type?
Chain shirt.
I'm good
It
for
is
now.
14 AC.
14 plus dex?
I believe that's half dex.
Chain shirt is a medium armor AC 13.
13. Oh, the shield gives 2. Okay, that's why. You must have 1 dex.
Yeah, I'm good without it.
Okay. But yeah, there's plenty of spears and shields if you need them for whatever reason. Plan is you guys will rig the rope. The guards will basically be in a firing position at the keep. In fact, they'll be in the watchtowers, 2 each. So don't rely on them for being in the melee. They're tired. They're not very healthy after solitude. So it's
Sure.
up to you to hold the doors. Sound like a plan?
Certainly.
Mhm.
So
Anything
I'm gonna
else you
test
wanna explore in
something.
the
I'm
keep
not
before we
actually
go?
casting this.
Would I be able to spend some time to cast detect magic, see if there's anything else?
Yeah, there's like stairs and stuff you can go up if you'd like to.
Yeah, sure. I'll go up the stairs.
Okay, that takes you. Oh, takes you here.
Okay. Interesting. All right, and those stairs. Wait, are these the stairs that I came from, or?
No, those go up.
Okay, those go up.
Oh,
Gotcha.
if you go up those, you'll end up on the roof on
Right.
top of the
hmm
world map.
And I'll mention from the stairs where exactly, which room had the sword, so I know not to.
That room.
Okay. Good to know. So.
Let me read you
avoiding-
a description of that room too while you're
Okay.
there.
Certainly.
This room is the only one of 3 bedchambers to survive the attack. Tapestries and oil lamps are mounted on the walls. Wolfskin rugs cover the wooden floor. The room's centerpiece is a large bed, its ornate headboard sculpted with images of roses and foxes. 4 wardrobes stand against the walls. Each contains a season's worth of women's clothing, all in the latest fashions of Waterdeep. Foot of the desk or the bed is a wooden chest. Above the door is a longsword.
Mm-hmm. So that must be
That's-
the sword.
Think we can deal with it?
Check this other room below me.
Certainly. Void.
Ah,
As you can tell,
and I'll
rock
close
through
the
there.
door.
How to make door.
Oh, there wasn't a door. Okay.
No, like I'm in the dynamic lighting thing. It's like
Oh.
bam.
You just draw a line.
Yeah.
Oh, I draw a line on the layer. Okay.
Yes, and that determines where light can go.
I just undid it.
That works.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then I will check the door over here.
Are you prepared?
My goodness, I could not have expected this. And the final door.
Okay. It leads to a window.
Yep, last surviving room indeed. All right, and I'll close the window, and then I'll go back downstairs and mention the sword is there.
Are you
but,
going to tackle the sword before or after you rest?
Probably after we rest.
That's gonna be kind of dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know if we.
Can we take a short rest, get our level, and
We
then
could
fight
just
at the
leave
long
it be.
rest?
Deal with
Yes,
the task
yes. You
at
can get a
hand.
short rest. I'll let you do that.
Okay. So we'll go in with some resources, and then
Do we have the time to deal with the sword while the people are encroaching?
Yes, you will be able to long rest before that happens.
Okay.
excellent.
Have my word.
He's a Zentrum spy.
Yeah.
Stupid D6 hit dice. Okay, so I have 1 spell.
Take you
All right, so
upstairs.
we should go fight the sword, I guess.
Well,
Okay. What
Creek,
do you
it's you.
do? The sword is inactive. It's just kind of sitting there.
Creek, this is on you. Go and make friends with the sword. Try giving it a nice, friendly handshake.
I don't think that's how swords work.
And I'll go over
But
to
can you
Mateus
prove me
and
wrong?
I'll say, my lord, I strongly advise perhaps ask the fellows downstairs to borrow the lady's signet, and perhaps that is what will allow us to pass.
We can try and convince them. Maybe it'll work.
Try
I'll go
diplomacy.
down and, yeah. Would it be okay if we could see if the lady's signet ring would allow us to access the chest? I do not feel happy using tools from the dead, but needs musts.
Sure. Go ahead and
Persuasion.
roll.
23.
Guards will look at each other and say,
I promise to return it immediately.
I really don't feel comfortable about it, but the man-at-arms is going to stand up and say, we're kind of at our wits' end here. The enemy is at the door, and maybe whatever's in that chest can help us in this fight. Please bring it back, and he will personally remove the signet ring and hand it to you.
Do you wish to take it yourself? If you do not,
Do whatever you want and return it to me. I'll put it
I'll
back.
give them the incense also for prayer.
Sure. They'll thank you and say, well, if we ever find a priest, we'll be able to do it right.
Do I just hold it, or do I put it on? I don't feel comfortable putting on jewelry of the dead.
Are any of you detecting magic right now?
I would know if it's magic if I held it.
The ring is not magical.
Okay. What do you think? Should I put it on?
I don't believe it's going to respond to you offering the ring.
Well, I'll put on the ring and step up to the sword and say, nothing. Actually, I'll just walk up to the sword.
It's down here.
Oh. Be like, the lady trusts me. Do you?
Nothing happens.
Walk up to the sword.
Okay.
It's still inanimate.
Before Mateus
thanks
does
for all
anything
the
else,
assistance, everyone.
I think you got it.
Before anyone else does anything, I ask for a moment and I rush downstairs and ask, when exactly did the sword attack you?
Anybody who tries to get close to the chest and tries to open it, the sword will attack.
And I'll relay that back to the others.
You told me to do all this without finding that out first, you boob.
All right, it's just
Yes,
make
I'll
you
walk
feel
up to
a
the
little safer,
chest.
I'll go into the
Sword
room.
will animate and it swing at you.
Okay.
So, a 19 to hit
That will hit.
for 6 slashing damage, and now we're
Ouch.
initiatives. Just so you all know.
Marathi,
Boom.
I hate you. I assume it'd have to be within 5 feet of me. Unless it has reach.
Yes, it will.
Does
Yeah,
have
now we're
reach.
initiatives. No, yes, it will have to be
Oh,
next
okay.
to you.
Ching.
I swear, going by my luck, I'm going to call down a fireball to ruin everything. And it'll be your fault, Marathi.
I'll have to cast for that. Okay, are we all
I
good?
have a cast. And I believe it's going to be Shell first.
Okay.
Although, the sword got a 6. That's good.
Yeah.
Also, can I attempt to Arcana this? Like, is it just an animated weapon?
Sure, why don't you roll Arcana?
19.
Okay. It's a construct. An animated object with the specific order to guard the chest unless a member of the family opens the chest.
Okay.
So it's tied to the bloodline.
Yes. So my puppet idea would work.
You also know, if you can produce an anti-magic shell, it would be inactive at the time.
Let me get right on that. I'll
Yeah.
be back in about 8 levels.
Well, you know what you know.
Actually, 10.
So shells first, yeah?
All right, gonna pull out my 2 hand axes. First one with 14, or actually advantage. Yeah, 14.
Okay, that'll miss.
All right, and then second attack. This would be just a +1. 11.
That will miss as well.
And then I'll start to move.
Okay. Nice.
I'll attempt to shocking grasp the sword.
Okay.
Getting a 20.
You will be able to grab it.
Doing 5 electric to it.
That'll do the full amount. You will
And
shock
then
it.
it should not have its reaction, and I'm going to run out the door.
It will not swing at you as you run.
I hate you, Marathi.
That's fairly understandable, my lord.
Did you take your 6 damage, by the way?
Yes, I
You did,
took...
with your 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if I had time to inspire everyone, it's 5 now
Yes,
instead
everyone
of 4.
should
Oh.
have their 5 HP.
Gotcha.
Gonna go up 1 per level now.
Cool. Let me adjust that real quick.
Ooh, I could inspire the menfolk down there.
I also have a song of
No, they
healing
don't
now
trust
for
you
when we
like
rest.
a party member.
Oh, fine.
All right. I guess I'll try and fire an arrow at it.
Okay.
13.
Your arrow misses.
I thought as much.
Bolt misses. Anything else?
No.
Creek.
I'm gonna go in and let's have a duel.
Okay.
1, 2,
Don't have a disc.
Duel.
da 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 da.
Hey.
22,
Great sword will connect.
doing 13 damage, presumably.
Gonna do
less.
full.
A mighty clang, but this sword seems to not take the full brunt.
Aha.
Yep, that's what I thought.
But
Well, worth a try.
a visible notch has appeared on its.
Whoops, wrong
blade.
thing.
You're exploring the sword.
Hmm.
The sword feels nothing, but somehow it seems to hate Creek. It will make a long sword attack at you. 10 to hit.
No.
Sword will almost seem to be angry at you, but you can't quite tell because it's a sword.
Angry.
It's going to slump
It's
in
going
defeat
to
and go
barbarian
limp.
rage. Now.
All right. I'm gonna move away from it and probably provoke an attack.
That will provoke.
Yes.
Wow.
Fortunately, I haven't.
The
shot
sword
it.
hits the ground as you move deftly away from it.
All right, and then I'm going to try to hit it with an arrow. As a bonus action, I'm also actually I'm gonna check this real quick because I don't want to have to hit Creek as well.
Are you going to? Ranges don't
Yeah,
have
each
spells
creature.
yet.
Okay, no.
Oh no, it's like power shot or something, right?
Hail of Thorns, but no, I'm not gonna do it. So give me 1 second because this is gonna be so +2 would be 20 to hit,
The arrow will hit the sword.
doing
Don't.
7 damage.
Okay. Sword is still
Doing-
animated.
Doesn't seem to do full as piercing. Okay.
Not. Mateus.
All right.
The electricity seemed to do full, though.
That's true. I'll step up to here, and I will channel a first level spell into Chaos Bolts. Ooh,
Okay, you're okay for now.
Yes, so no crazy shenanigans. And I get... oh, I rolled with advantage.
I will accept the 10. So
Yeah.
would you like to inspire?
Part of me wants to use the Inspire. Will I take the 12, or can I roll again?
You will roll again.
Okay, I'll Inspire, because I was planning to. So I'm just going to type it out.
Sure.
19.
Chaos Bolts hits true.
All right, so we get a 4, 3, and a 2, so it does 9 total damage.
Okay.
And I believe I get to choose either 3 or 4 on this table. I'm going to choose force damage.
Okay. The force damage disintegrates the sword.
Excellent. Hey, that's just what disintegrate does. Not all force damage disintegrates.
The
Hashtag
sword
not all
will.
force.
Clang.
If there were any last words, the sword it would be, what you say?
Ooh.
This was worth 12.5 Oh no.
What? There is no
12
way.
We
Wait,
killed
five
a
each.
goblin in a sword costume.
It was an invisible goblin.
Yeah.
That's shocking, almost.
No, you were
325.
shocking, my lord.
Creek,
It didn't have a lot of
Brad.
health left though.
this is your punishment. Creek, hit him once.
You can try.
But yes,
I'll
You're not
pay you
paying me,
3
I'm not
gold.
listening to you.
the
And
box
I
is
walk
now
away.
yours to open.
I'm gonna inspect it for traps.
Not okay. Go ahead and roll perception.
Pretty sure the
12.
sword was a trap.
You don't think there are any traps in the box?
All right, I'll kick it.
That would be messed
A
up.
sword. No, I was kidding.
No,
You
think
thought that was the sword? No, you fools.
The real sword is here.
you're part of this bloodline, and you know this sword will animate and attack anyone besides you, and then you open it, and the chest explodes.
No, I'm surprised that this lineage didn't lasted this long. If that's the way they do valuable
Yeah.
chests. Okay. There is a
Right.
velvet sack. It has 180 silver, and there's a note that says, "Please pay the guards with this."
Yes, we'll
Aw.
do so.
Yep.
Convenient.
There is also a silk pouch containing 4 gemstones.
Hmm.
Don't
There's no
crush these
appraisal in
ones.
this game, right? No, not really.
No, you just we know the value, I
Yeah,
think.
they're worth 100 gold pieces each.
Interesting. We could hang on to those for now, and if we need funds, liquidate.
There is a
Solid
silver
assets
jewelry
are an
box.
asset.
The jewelry box is worth 25 gold, but there's something inside that too.
Friggin' Matryoshka. Is anyone writing this down, by the way?
I got 200 silver.
180, wasn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Also, that's
100.
kind of going to the guards.
Yeah, but I'm keeping it all as a.
Okay. Velvet sack and 3 gems, 100 GP each.
4 gems.
Yeah,
4.
four.
Oh, I heard 3. Okay. And then
You
inside
pocketed one of the gems, didn't you?
What are you talking about? There's 2 gems left for everyone.
Yeah, we can all fight over whose gem that is. But yes, there's also a silver jewelry box worth 25 gold pieces, and there's something inside.
Well, open it up.
Okay. Inside, there are 3 beautiful gold necklaces worth 250 gold each.
250 gold each.
Yep.
Perhaps we should tell the guards that it was just
Yeah.
full of money and
Mhm.
hand them their sack of silver and then put the rest back. We can negotiate with them on if we can take a cut for if we survive.
The sack had 60 silver in it.
I'm sorry to report, but the sack of 60 silver only had 10 silver in it. We're really sorry about the 2 silver that's remaining. We're not sure where the other silver went. If there ever was any in this empty sack.
The sword
Here's a
must have eaten
copper.
it.
But I think
yeah, they
we'll
might
rest
need this
and
if
then
they're gonna
mention
rebuild
that.
the town.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's what's gonna happen. You'll rest, and then the next session we will
Perform the fights.
we will have the fight.
The battle at Nightstone.
This is going to be a slaughter.
I'm going to say it now. This is more like a battle of Nightstone. With that, what you will.
We're going to be kings.
Not this again. Quick, let me hire a barbarian fist fighter. He'll solve everything for us.
Hold
With
on. We need to
violence.
sit around for 5 minutes and think about our next action.
You know how a Sararak kind of saw the other dimensions of play? This is not one of these adventures.
All right.
That'll
But
be
that was
interesting.
interesting. Well, we'll continue Monday, I believe. When do we want to... I know you're leaving the 29th, correct?
No, I'm leaving the 24th.
4th, okay.
Wow.
Well, by the by, I spoke to Mac. He is somewhat interested in joining, if that is okay.
Yeah, we can make
The rise
we can
of
make way
Crab
for a bard
Grappler
that's only here for a
begins.
while.
Not
Is it just
again.
Mac or is Christina also?
I just talked to Mac. I can ask Christina as well.
He's
but-
also welcome, and I promise there's
Okay.
no eldritch horrors waiting to eat her brain this time.
Well, Maradi's right there.
Now,
On that
now,
note-
don't eat brains. I
On
may
that
pick
note,
at a
we'll
few
call it
brains
for tonight.
to
Good
see
night,
how
everyone.
people think, but
Good
Night stream.